My great aunt had 3 kids by my dad, which is her niece, man. Story time part 3. A pedophile is exactly what she was. My mom was 13 when she had me. My dad was 17, and my great auntie was in her 20s. She was almost 30. Not only that, when my mom gave birth to me once she was 14, I still feel like my dad was a little bit older. Now, my dad told me that at first my mom told her mom, which is my grandma, that he had took it from her, and then she changed her story and said it was consensual. I don't know, but my mom was sexually active at that age, so I wasn't aware at that time, so I don't know the truth. But all I know is that I was born first, and my great aunt gave birth to her first child by my dad a week after, and then she gave birth to another daughter the year after, and then the year after that she gave birth to a son. So she had 3 kids back to back to back by her niece's man. My grandma was in jail at the time for stabbing her boyfriend for trying to molest one of her other daughters. So she had to sit down for like a year and 5 months, and so she had gotten out after that. Once they found out that it was actually like self-defense and investigated more into it, she just had a year and 5 months. Once she got out, that is when I was getting ready to be born. So she got out a few months before I was here. Now, if I was her, I would have told my sister ass up, because you know better. Why are you sleeping behind your niece? And then you didn't do it just one time. You did it multiple times, and you're older than both of them. So if anybody knows better here, it's you. She was trying to energy harvest. She was trying to destiny swap. She was trying to cause emotional turmoil. She was wicked purposely, and not in a good way. She was a demonic Jezebel. That's what they do. They use their vagina to cause emotional harm towards others. Imagine using your vagina now to cause somebody else harm. Not only that, you went after a child. I told y'all about the best friend who went after everything that looked my way. She used her vagina. I don't know if she was trying to make me mad or prove to her that she could get everything that she could that wanted me. But the thing about it is that you literally used your vagina. You let your vagina get ran through, and then they left you and they dropped you, and you was left with 3 kids and nothing else. Not a house, not a home, not a car. My dad didn't leave them shit. Because her goal was never to actually love him or the kids. That's why so many kids grow up wondering why their mama hate them. Yeah, because your mama was a whore and your mama had no intention on loving you. Your mama had you trying to make somebody. Imagine the depths of going so deep of having a baby trying to make another woman mad. Y'all, I even had it done to me. My ex would sit up here and cheat with these people and have whole kids. These girls would literally sit up here and go after my boyfriend, trying to get him to create a baby with them to try to prove a point to me. Then when I drop him and move on with my life, I'm still thriving, still rich, still beautiful, still thick, and still whole, and they're left with nothing. And then they're left with mistreating the kids. I sometimes be feeling bad for the kids. So you mistreating the kids because you don't want them. Not only that, it's karma for what you did in your face every day. She also was mistreating her kids. So them 3 kids that she had, they was pissing in the bed until they was like 13, 14 years old. I'm talking about they asses knew better. So I used to ask my sisters and brothers / cousins, why the hell do y'all still peeing in the bed? Like, I never went down there to spend the night with them, because where am I going to sleep? I used to be scared to sleep in the living room because their mama / witch was maybe going to come in there and try to strangle me. Y'all know she didn't like me because she was slutty. But besides that, not only that, why are y'all peeing in the bed so I can't sleep with y'all? Y'all too big for that shit. I never peed in the bed at no point in my life. But there are signs that if people are peeing in the bed, they're either getting touched on or they are dealing with trauma. Unless they're like special, like something else is going on with them mentally, but they weren't mentally challenged. So it was the other 2. This demonic aunt also had took custody of some of my other cousins, just plain cousins, not sister and brother / cousin. And she was mistreating them too, and she let her boyfriend touch on one of them. I'm not sure if it was both of the girls, but I know one of the girls confessed to me that the boyfriend touched on her. So it wouldn't surprise me if the boyfriend was touching on my sister, brother / cousins as well. Cause also my brother behavior was like erotic. Like she used to mistreat him so bad. I hated it so bad when I would go and visit him. He looked like a splitting image of my dad. And I just did not like the way she used to treat him. Like she used to beat him, she used to abuse him. He used to run away, he used to sneak out his window, just leave. Like he would go be at his friend's house. To me, he was not a bad kid. Y'all, one of my biggest fear is having a son. Like I always feel like men are like, to raise one is like, I don't know, it's a challenge. Like if you were a male, you should really give your mom, props if she was a good mom, because that shit don't look like it's an easy task to do, because men are just naturally different. It's a whole nother task. Like when you finna have a baby, cool, congrats, but like to know like it's a boy, it's so different. Even if they do have a active father, like if you and a dad are together, it just still as you having to actually realize that you created you in a whole nother gender form. It's traumatizing for a second, partially why women go through, postpartum. So to me, for him to be like a boy, he was not doing like bad stuff. Like I would have loved to have a son that was kind of like similar in that way, because he wasn't acting out. Like he was pretty much calm. He just used to do kid stuff like in around the house, and he would take snacks, like steal snacks out of her room. Y'all, when I say she would beat the living shit out of him for stealing food, he's a kid, bro. I'll never forget the time when he had stole her grapefruits. And y'all, grapefruits are loud as shit. Like if you open a grapefruit in a small setting, that shit is going to smell up the room. So she went off this day. She went around the house screaming, "Who ate my grapefruit? Who ate my grapefruits?" I'm talking about going off. It's fruit, bitch. 29 cents at the store. You already stealing and robbing, and you got 4-5 jobs. You got all these men that you're sleeping with. Girl, you gonna get 50 cents? It's a grapefruit. So she's literally going off about this grapefruit. Yeah, she go in my brother's room. Soon as she opened the door, kapoosh. All you smell is grapefruit. So of course, him being a kid, he said he didn't eat the grapefruit. His whole room smelled straight like grapefruit, by the way. Not only that, the peel of the grapefruit, he had it up under his pillow. Only a kid is gonna hide the evidence up under their pillow now. Come on. But that's not the point. The point of the story is that she literally beat him so bad, like he had whips. You mean to tell me like he's stealing fruit, y'all. Like they wasn't even the type of thieves to like go in their mama purse and steal her money. I'm talking about they stealing snacks out her closet. They stealing popsicles. They stealing like the extra food that she done hid in the back of their closet because she don't want them to just like run through it. She tell them take one bag of chips to school. They taking 4-5. Like they doing shit like that. Not even like they're not even committing crimes. She was tearing their asses up. But that guilt just came back from, look at you. You left to be, a single mom. Because I think that my dad left her like 2 years after the boy was born. So all of her kids were under the age of 5 when she got left with them. Like all 3. So it's just like, but at this point, it's your fault. It's your karma. You went into it with malicious intentions, and the malicious intentions ate your ass up.